Wow, Lucas,
Recording is on.
just in time. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the External Secrets Operator Community Meeting. As a friendly reminder, we do have a code of conduct, which basically states us not to be jerks with each other. I am putting the code of conduct in this chat here. Uh, if it is anyone's first time on this community meeting and you want to introduce yourselves, feel free to do it.
My first time, but I'm Dom Meddeck. I'm a junior engineer better. I've been working on this for about 2 months, on and off for about 2 months now. So yeah, excited to see some of our work finally being merged into the main branch.
Let's see if it's actually going to be that easy, right? Also, if you want to follow up our meeting notes or add your own meeting note points, there is a link where you can do it. It's a HackMD link. I currently have it open here. One of the things that we wanted to do in this meeting is to demonstrate the push secret feature. It is a PR open number 1315. But one of the person more interested in seeing that is Moritz, but he's currently on vacations. Should be back for the next community meeting. Lucas, what do you think? Should we postpone the push secret demo for the next community meeting, or should we move it forward with it? In any case, this recording is being recorded, right? So
Yeah, we are recording it, so I think we can go forward. Upload and send to Moritz as well.
okay, for sure.
But then
So
we discuss it like specific
yeah,
for
I
the
don't
next
think
one.
the discussions are going to end in this call because it's such a big feature.
Yeah.
So I also put other 2 points, but only if we have time in the agenda. Please, if you have any points, you feel free to add them yourselves as well. Meanwhile, I need to figure out how to screen share in Jitsi. I think I found it. Please tell me when you can see my screen.
Yeah, you can see it.
Awesome. So right here, I have my terminal open. I already have in my cluster an external secrets deployment installed. The first thing that I wanted to point out is that this deployment has an experimental enable push secret reconciler flag. When we set this to true is what will enable the controller to actually reconcile push secrets. Having said that, if I do a gcloud secrets list, for instance, just to show what are the secrets that are available here, just as a reminder, the push secret feature, what it has in this package is both the push secret reconciler itself and the implementation of it for Google Secrets Manager. So as soon as my computer helps me out here, I will be able to show that currently there is only one existing secret. Right now, if I do a apply in push secret folder, this push secret, it contains manifests for a source secret, a secret store pointing to Google backend, and the push secret example. If I do kubectl get push secret, I get that its status is synced. If I describe it, I see here that it was synced successfully. One of the parameters that we have here is a refresh interval. So how often we want the push secret to be refreshed, the secret source, and which keys we want to put to which remote references. So here we're stating that this secret is going to have the value inside my new GCP secret. If I do the gcloud secrets list command again, I can see we have now a my new GCP secret here. If I describe this secret, we get to see that this was created with some custom labels managed by external secrets. This is how we implement the logic to know that we're not overwriting anything that the provider already has. Finally, if I do a versions access, I can, maybe not in JSON format, I can see the value hello from ESO. And if I open the file, I can see here it is the same content of my source secret. If I change the values of here, I don't know, does it update? And reapply this manifest. So only the secret was configured, the other two manifests was unchanged. Of course, since this refresh interval is in 10 seconds, it will take a little bit of a while, like 10 seconds for it to propagate. I think I can probably do a versions list here to check the available versions. So it's not, yes, I don't need this one maybe. I don't know how to use, okay, it's not secret, it's just a name. So these errors were time enough. We can see we have now 2 versions enabled. If I ran access again, pointing to the latest version, does it update? It is updating. So push secret feature updates every time it updates. Of course, this refresh interval is every 10 seconds. So if there is no useful update, we're not spawning new versions here. We're only spawning when there is a difference. Last but not least, what happens if we actually point to an existing secret? So here on the push secret feature, if I change the remote key to existing secret and apply the manifests again, if I try to get the push secret, it is now on errored status. And if I describe the push secret itself, we see that the error is because the existing secret is not managed by external secrets, which is currently it is avoiding overwriting any existing secrets that the provider might have. Go on, Lucas. I was waiting for questions, actually.
Yeah, so do we plan to include like a merge thing?
Yes, both merge policies and overwrite policies are kind of part of what we thought about for this feature, considering all of its scopes. But we decided that what we have right now is kind of the minimal value that we can add to users.
Yeah.
So this, together with the whole experimental feature, people are aware this is experimental and can change. We think it's already good to be merged to main. That's why the PR is open. That's why this demonstration is starting. But yeah.
Yeah. The other question that I have is like, if you remove write capabilities from the Google account, service account, and try to run this, what kind of an error you get?
If, for instance, the service account only had permissions for access secrets and not write, we would be able to see this error. I can try to come up with it. I won't put on the screen because this information, yes, I think this information is okay to share. Let me just go to the...
Yeah, don't, because then you have the project ID and some other stuff. Do it on your screen.
For sure, for sure. I don't think there will be anything here that will be that sensitive. But right now I'm changing the permissions to have only secret accessor, which is a very low permission and does not allow writing. Okay. The first thing that I need to do is go back here to be a new key. So let's put here no permissions. Okay.
Yep.
If I try applying the push secret again and describe it, okay, I think I got the permissions, even though maybe it didn't have time to propagate, which is something that can happen, right? Let's see.
But in the next reconciliation loop, it will fail, right?
No, in the next reconciliation loop, so the operations that are happening are get to see if there is a difference, apply and create only, or create or update only if there is a difference, or the secret doesn't exist. So right now what I would need to do is delete no permissions. And probably if the permissions are already propagated, now it will fail after probably a while. This is a little bit frustrating, I'd say. Probably it's back again, the secrets list.
Did you save the change in Google Cloud?
Yes, I believe I did. I am not sharing here, but I believe I did. Maybe if I give, maybe Secret Manager Accessor actually has permissions to save.
No.
Yeah, if it doesn't, then I'm not sure what's happening. Cool, yay.
Yeah,
But
what should happen? Like it will just.
It will error out. Yes, it will return an error. I can probably show code-wise. Not this one. This one here, I think I am not in the right. Git checkout feature push secret. So if I go to the package controllers, we now have a push secret folder. In this push secret, the error that we're talking about, if we didn't have the enough permissions, actually it's on the provider code.
Yeah.
So here on the set secret method, what would happen? This get secret operation would pass, but this create secret operation would fail, and then we would return the error. And the error would contain that we don't have the appropriate permissions.
And then would we update the status of the?
Yes. So whenever this error happens on the provider, the push secret controller here, this is going to be part of this set secret to providers function. We are going to emit an event saying that it's errored, and then set up new push secret condition as well, pointing to an error. Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't have an account here to test it. So let's try to go back to the terminal. Maybe try one more time, right? Why not? So if I delete the secrets, not found, that's a good sign, actually. So if I do a list, if I describe the push secret object, I think this was the last interaction here. No, this is the managed still. Actually, we have it here. So the last status is failed because we got a permission denied. We do not have denied to create the resource, no permissions.
But it didn't publish the event, right?
Sorry?
But it didn't publish the event, right?
Which is weird because it should.
Yeah.
But probably there is a bug here in this logic. For some reason. Yeah, probably because this message here is... No, it should have recorded the event. I'm not sure why it didn't. But yeah, it's something that we probably need to investigate afterwards.
Cool.
But it did fail. It did fail, right? So kubectl get push secret. Now it is errored state. So at least this part of permissions work, and we can see here. If we inspect the logs, I think we also get some close to what's happening here. So the information is kind of available for people to know that it is there, right? Another thing that we also added, if I try to get secret store, do I have a typo? Yes, I have a typo. We added a capabilities column to the secret stores, and this tells what are the secret stores that are enabled to be used with push secret, or stores that are only enabled to be used with external secrets. Cool. This is visual information for the user. It doesn't really change anything, but it can be helpful.
Oh, so we don't check?
For instance, this service account don't have permissions, right? But the secret store is still read-write. What it's doing here is just telling that the method is implemented, not really checking if the permissions are available. The reason is that this is something from the secret store, and we have some methods in the secret store that don't really carry the permissions within the secret store. For instance, if we use cluster referent namespace, the secret store itself has 0 permissions. So in this case, we wouldn't be able to actually check if the credentials provided are actually a read-write one.
But I was thinking of this column not as like a check of permissions or if you can do that, but like an enable. So this store is enabled
Yes.
to be read
Yes.
write or not enabled.
Exactly.
So it is like that, right?
It is an enable check. For instance, let me get code for, I don't know, HashiCorp Vault. It can be invalid, I don't care. So very quick hack here.
Oh, but it's okay.
If I do a get secret stores, it got invalid provider config, so it didn't render. So let me copy the whole example instead.
But then it will say only read for HashiCorp Vault only because it's not implemented.
Exactly. What I expect to see is that it will put read only for HashiCorp Vault because we didn't implement it, and the status should be valid.
But what if I want a read only that is Google Cloud Store?
Then you need to provide permissions to make sure that Google Cloud would be only read only. But I get your idea. Maybe using yes, the idea that we put the capabilities right now is just a flag to tell users if the feature is implemented or not for that given secret store.
Yeah.
But we could. Let me see if now it's not even working anymore. Validation failed. Of course, because there is no Vault server. So sorry for that. Vault was a bad example.
Yeah, but I got it. Yeah, but I think this field would be nice if we can have actually a new field on the store to control if it's read write.
Yeah,
and then report it here.
And then we can actually make it as well as a check if it is implemented or not in order
And
to
also
accept the
if it's
fields.
enabled or not.
Yes, and we can even put that on the validation field. That is actually a good call. So that's it for the implementation. I can also do a little bit of a code tour if you want, because we still have 7 minutes, or I can simply stop right now.
I need to drop in a bit.
So I'm stop sharing. Awesome. So that's
nice,
it for the feature.
Good.
Yeah, there are some things that we might need to discuss regarding code-wise, because there are some opinionated decisions that we ended up taking, and we might need to review them. But otherwise, that's it.
Yeah, I think it's good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So there were other 2 points that I wanted to mention, but I don't think it's worth. So if anyone has any other points that you want to put in the agenda or to speak up. If not, I think we are all good. So I will give you like 1 minute for awkward silence. Cool. Awkward silence achieved in less than 10 seconds. So thank you all for your presence. Thank you all for joining. That's it for today. In the next 2 weeks, we should probably address these other points that are still hanging around. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Thank you so much.
So,
Thank you
for your
Thank
time.
you.
Now I'm stopping the recording.
Cool.
take